All right, welcome to the fifth and final round. Our hand is very unexciting, kind of land heavy. I feel like this has got to be a mulligan blind. On the draw, though, it's a little tempting. I could probably find something to do. I think it's got to be a mulligan. I think I'm just afraid to mulligan because of what's happened the last few games. But I think it's definitely a mulligan. This, I feel like, is an unfortunate bottom. Now, I really don't want to be the guy who's bottoming a company, but I already have a 4 and some additional grindy value. I just need to make sure I can actually cast that. Cast my 4s, cast my 3s. So I think I have to bottom that. I mean, we're on the draw, so I can get like crazy greedy, but I don't think it's really necessary. It is better than Bloodbraid Elf. Like, I would rather be casting that on Bloodbraid Elf. If I could swap those cards, I definitely would. Alright, bonus on burn, and they lead with Lavamancer. Certainly not a card we enjoy seeing, but hopefully they just don't have a bunch of Searing Blazes. Dwynen's Elite's going to be particularly unexciting on turn 2 if our Elvish Mystic eats a Searing Blaze. Alright, new Elvish Mystic. It might be better just to play Forest. I don't know if playing Cavern gives him a little more information. Probably not. I mean, obviously we're playing Elves if we play... Well, I guess... I mean, I assume they put us on Elves regardless, but I wonder if Cavern tells them... No, I guess it really doesn't. It really doesn't give that much information. But, I don't know. Forest may still be better. Eidolon the play. That card can be very annoying for us as well. Especially without companies. Wow, that's a super tempting block. The Dwynen's Elite is particularly... yeah, I mean, if I had like something else better to do with my turn other than Dwynen's Elite, maybe. Yeah, I think that means I go this tapped, play this, take my 2. I guess the problem with this tapped is if they kill this, I don't have a double block, so they still get to attack. But if they had Searing Blaze, I think they probably would have just Searing Blazed last turn. So it would have to be something like Bolt or... I mean, I guess they could have like Bolt, Spike, Land, activate Lavamancer on this. Or draw Searing Blaze. Yeah, our hand is currently not very well set up for Eidolon because we don't really have very many relevant cards, right? Like, Lead the Stampede maybe find some, but then I take damage from Lead the Stampede, and then I take damage from the things I cast off of Lead the Stampede. Like, casting this extra Elvish Mystic isn't really going to change the board very much. Stuff like that. Helix my Dwynen's Elite. Sure. Pretty okay with that overall. Don't really get to do anything with this Lavamancer this turn. They used a Helix on one of my things. That didn't really matter other than being a bear. Also Lava Spike me. Okay. Shaman is not a bad draw. Let's start here. Still going to make us pay some life if we want to cast whatever we find. I think I need to cast this to lead into my Shaman. Do wish we would have found something a little more impactful if we were going to have to take damage for it, but... hopefully I don't have more Helixes. Definitely attack with Bloodbraid Elf, contemplating this Elf Warrior. think I leave the Elf Warrior at home. I guess I don't really have a double block available anyway because of the Lavamancer. Unless I'm just like very happy with them Lavamancing a guy, which I'm not because I have Shaman. Plus I don't want to double block anyway since I have Shaman. I mean, I'm probably supposed to attack with the Elf. I think that was a mistake. It's going to be tough, this particular game. If I go down to 6, kind of get to cut. Excuse me. Kind of get to cast like 1 spell. Yeah, I just don't really see how we're getting there. What if I block them both? Just don't have a plan that way either. But like not blocking either of them, even if I attack, they don't block and don't do anything with their Lavamancer, I still don't kill them with Shaman of the Pack. And then I'm just definitely dead. So I think I have to take some like weirdly slower game here, which either means double block. I guess double block and force them to Lavamance a Elf of mine is better than Chump Chump. And then I have a lot more life to work with. Still not that much life to work with, unfortunately, but some. And as long as this is alive, they're taking damage from it too, so they don't have very much life to work with. I actually like get them to Lavamance a thing, which is a way they can deal damage to me without taking any damage. That's not bad. So I could go to 4. And have dealt my opponent, put them to 9. Put them to 4. Put us both at 4. It's not the worst, because I basically only died at Boros Charm. Let's see here. If I attack with just Bloodbraid Elf, play Shaman of the Pack, that puts them at us both at 6, which means they could kill me with Bolt. So yeah, I think I am very happy about this Dwynen's lead. I think we're just going to play. Oh, I'm supposed to attack first. Darn it. Yeah, well now I'm kind of locked into this, I think. But I should have... maybe I am supposed to do this first, just so I know. No, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh well. So now I obviously died to Boros Charm. Helix is obviously very bad as well, so basically the white spells. But outside of those, I'm in a pretty good spot. Since I have blockers, they have no cards in the yard for their Lavamancer, and they can't cast multiple bolts. Dang it. That stinks. Oh, man. I wonder if there's something I could have done differently. I mean, obviously we knew we were going to die to that, but... Tough game. Oh well. Essence Warden, obviously, we're very excited about. But outside of that, there's really not a ton. I mean, decays are like okay, but they're creatures I'm mostly okay with already. But Eidolon is annoying enough, as you saw there, that I probably want decays. And that is likely it. I wonder if Shaper Sanctuary could be. It doesn't feel right for the matchup. Could be better than the one lead the Stampede. Elvish Visionary could be better than the one lead the Stampede. This feels like a card we're just not going to have time for in the matchup. Probably rather just have more bodies. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah. Stomping Ground in hand is not great here since I might have to take some damage off of it, but I think this is probably a hand that I do not cast Azuri. I'm probably going to end up playing this tapped and play these to lead into an Azuri turn where I have the ability to regen stuff. Another Shaman of the Pack. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably best. Does mean we're going to take another hit from this thing, though. If we find a land, the ability to go Shaman Shaman does not look bad, though. This opponent is contemplating killing one of our things, so I'm guessing they have a lightning bolt and a lava spike. Now that we've seen the lava spike and the fact that they were thinking there after casting that, so Essence Warden. All right, well that's not bad either, but I imagine it's only going to gain us the one. But I mean, it'll also absorb a bolt, so. I guess I probably just protect the Essence Warden rather than... I should have tapped this differently. I should have just left the land untapped and tapped my Elvish Mystic, most likely. Oh, I guess I said Shaman Shaman if I found a land, but it'd have to be a Black Star specifically, too. I didn't mention. Since we might run into that problem next turn. Finding something like Company or Bloodbraid Elf at this point, though, would probably be most exciting. To be able to leave up Azuri activation on Essence Warden and just be gaining life that way. Unfortunately, I just don't really have any available blocks, even with the Azuri activations. If I really want to play around the bolt that I suspect that my opponent has. We'll see what they decide to do here. Still quite a lot of cards over there. Shaman can turn this game around real quick, but we don't have a lot of life to work with right now. I imagine our Essence Warden is going to live through the turn, which is great. But not necessarily going to be good enough at this stage. Especially with us taking another bunch of damage in combat. And I can't really afford to throw anything away here, I think. With the Goblin Guide trigger on the stack, Searing Blood Arzuri. Yeah, that's not good for me, but good in the sense that I get to block for free now. Probably not how they wanted to sequence that. Still no land. Archdruid. So we get to make a free block here, which is great. But things do not look good. All right. So at this point, I'm definitely willing to make some blocks, but not with Essence Warden. So we're definitely shipping Essence Warden in, and then there's a question of how we want to behave with these mystics. Especially with multiple Shaman of the Packs. Try to set up to kill next turn. Yeah, let's bash with one. I think I want to leave the one back for blocking. Poor Zuri. He does not often live. And when he does, the game ends so quickly. He hardly gets to play. It's not fair. Poor guy. Alright, Goblin Guide gaining us some more life. Lava Spike. Man, I didn't think another creature would hit the table. Dwynen's Elite. Well, that's a good one. That gains us 2 life back. I think with a Dwynen's Elite on top, I'm happy to not block with Elvish Archdruid, but if they still have that bolt that we anticipated plus a land, we actually just die here. Maybe it's just not worth taking that risk. Problem is I can't go... If I could block with Archdruid and still cast both Dwynen's Elite and Shaman of the Pack, I think I would definitely do that. But as is, I cannot. So I think I'm going to die to land Bolt. All right. Sweet. Let me make sure here. 4, 5, 6. I only need the 5 anyway. Cast this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 7. I'm 1 short. 1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not 1 short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I just can't count. It is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so they go down to 7, and then I attack them for 6. There's no way I can get in with Archdruid. And I can't double Shaman since I don't have 2 sources of black. But I still have plenty of blockers, and I'm going to gain some life here. I guess that's the best we can do. Man, that's not great, though. If only I could cast this other Shaman. I guess even if this was a black source, it wouldn't... No, it would definitely be enough. What am I saying? They're at 7. Okay, turning off fetch land is definitely relevant, so I think I bash with all of them. 3 blockers is typically going to be enough, and I think making fetch land not work is pretty big here. Because they've already used a lot of 1s, so we're hoping to sort of choke them on 2-drops. I mean, we're dead to 2 burn spells, right? So we're hoping to sort of choke them on 2-drops and creatures and stuff like that, right? They've already cast a lot of creatures, so they probably don't have a lot of those in hand. But they've already used 2 lava spikes. I did suspect that they had a bolt earlier, so they may still have that. But they need another 1-drop, right? So if they are choked on like maybe a 1-drop, but lots of 2-drops, then turning off fetch land means they can't like draw fetch land and go fetch for a basic 2-drop, 1-drop. Gonna block both of those. Helix, my Archdruid. So these things all trade. That's fine. Now we get there. Sweet. All right, we live to see another game. Barely. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just running it back. Not a lot in our board to consider very strongly here for the matchup. The more creatures our opponent draws, the better. And we've already got a lot of blockers, plus the decays, largely because of the Eidolons. You know, it's possible I'm supposed to have, like, lead the Stampedes over Bloodbraid Elves. I don't think so, though. This is definitely not a matchup where Bloodbraid Elf shines, but it's kind of okay. It's much better against Eidolon than lead the Stampede is, for example. This hand is great, but definitely has some room for a fail rate if our guys start dying, which on the draw we get like turn 1 Searing Blazed, so. I think I'm supposed to lead on Llanowar Elves so that I can potentially gain any amount of life off of Essence Warden, whereas if I just lead on Essence Warden, I probably gain nothing out of it. And then if I draw like 2-drop or 1-drop, I can actually gain life off of it the turn and play it. But if my opponent has like Eidolon, then playing this first is slightly better. I also don't have the ability to cast Decay even if I drew it. Rift Bolt. So no 1-drop creature. Yeah, I think I just have to lead on this. I think this hand is going to end up being too clunky. Not super optimistic about this particular one. Opponent domes me with it right away. They probably have a Searing Blood or Searing Blaze, but we'll see. They may just be saving stuff like that for Azuri or Archdruid. Just a Lavamancer here and a Spike. All right, well, that certainly could have been worse. So I think I'm supposed to play Archdruid. Basically, whatever I play here is going to get Lava-manced, right? Maybe I'm supposed to play Azuri. And all these things are going to get Lava-manced, really. The problem is, I kind of want to go Essence Ward and 3-drop next turn. But I'm probably just going to have to go Company. I guess I'm more likely to find like another Archdruid off of Company and then untap into Azuri. Like if I found like Archdruid Dwynen's Elite, I could have a sweet turn there. So I probably play out this Archdruid. There's also more upside if my opponent, for whatever reason, doesn't Lava-mance it. So, yeah, I think that's the play. I mean, I guess if I go Essence Warden Azuri, maybe they panic, kill the Azuri, and leave the Essence Warden. I doubt it. I think I'm just supposed to Company here. And then next turn go like Essence Warden Shaman. I mean, maybe I was supposed to gain the 1 life when they can't have Skullcrack, but they could obviously have Bolt, which they did, and Bolt my Essence Warden. That's still fine with us, though, overall. But attacking with Lava-mancer. Alright, well, I can't help it. Oh, well, yeah, I mean. As if I wasn't going to do this before, I'm definitely going to do it now. Could hit like Archdruid, and the Searing Blood wouldn't even kill it. That would be so sweet. Close. We still get to eat this Lava-mancer for free, but... yeah, that's going to be good for us. I think we're in a really good spot now. With how much mana we're going to have to work with next turn. Because I block with this. In case they have like land, bolt this, but I doubt that. Yeah, I think that these sort of it's interesting. It feels like my opponent's been missequencing those just a bit, right? Like if they just do that main phase, things are very different. Like they don't just lose their Lava-mancer for free. All right. Heritage Druid opens things up for us a little bit as well. I would like to not tap Cavern or get Leaf Palace so that I can double Shaman here. 1, 2, 3. I also want to be able to make some attacks though. Heritage Druid, tap this for 4. Play... I guess Essence Warden, rather. Tap this for 4. Play Shaman of the Pack with 1 floating Heritage Druid. Or rather, Heritage Druid, then Shaman of the Pack. They take 6. I still have these untapped. Tap these 3 black. Cast Shaman of the Pack. They take 7. And then I bash for 5. So that's plenty. All right, so tap this. Oh, whoops, sorry, excuse me. Cast this. Tap this. Play this. Yield to this. Spend a black. Put these on the stack. Yield to this. Use this. Spend a black. Do that. And then attack for the final points. All right. Snuck out a 3-2 here just barely. That league kind of fell apart after an early strong start, but I'll see you in the wrap-up in just a moment.